So my humble beginnings of horror start back in the day with Boris Karloff, Vincent Price, all of these legends that we still remember. Scary episodes with Abbott and Costello, which by the way I still watch. So years go by and every studio has come up with their own version of these classic monsters. Remakes, reboots, different storylines, different styles, different plots, and for the most part I have enjoyed all of these movies. Then in 1999 The Mummy comes with Brendan Fraser. This is one of my favorite action adventure horror films of all time. After that there was The Mummy 2, which I really loved, and then part 3. Yes, I know. And now comes Tom Cruise with his own version of The Mummy. First of all, I have to say, when I saw this trailer a couple of months ago, I really thought that this movie carried lots of seriousness because it had to do with the end of the world events. And I said, you know what, I had to see this because it's one of my favorite themes in horror. And I really thought it carried that weight of seriousness in it. So when I saw this movie last Thursday, I wasn't disappointed, but I was surprised by the fact that it did not carry the seriousness that I thought it had. In fact, I found myself laughing right from the start all the way to the end. And I don't mean that in a bad way because I did enjoy the film, but I was stunningly surprised. And it's not a comedy, it's more of an adventure action horror film, and I would say it has this Indiana Jones vibe to it, but not to the extreme. In fact, this movie remembered me of another film back in the day called Dead Alive. For those who saw The Mummy already and saw Dead Alive back in the day know what I'm talking about, because I did find it had some elements of classiness in it in some scenes. And going into the monsters right now, when the movie started, I really didn't know how to identify the monsters because at first I was confused. I was like, wait a minute, are these mummies or are these zombies? I really couldn't tell until I said, no, these are mummies because this is the Mummy movie. But at first glance, I was very confused and a little bit lost because I really couldn't tell. They were so similar to zombies, you know, maybe because of the fact that we are already so used to watching these mummies wrapped up in bandages and stuff like that. But you know, it doesn't hurt the movie, but I was confused at first. I did love the character of Tom Cruise. However, what I do not like is the fact that he was like this treasure hunter while he was still working for the US military. I love the fact that Russell Crowe was in the big screen, especially in a movie like this. I think Mr. Russell Crowe is a talented actor. I love all of his movies, in fact, and in this movie I think he did great. However, I was a little bit disappointed, not with his acting, but more with the makeup that they put on him when he transformed into a monster. I love the fact that they kept it simple, but the way that they put the makeup on him, the special effects, the CG effects on him, I did not find it right. But I do love the simpleness, but not what they did, you know, the style, the design on his face. I did not enjoy that at all. So I am hoping that maybe in the future movies they will do a much better job on him. Annabelle Wells did good. I think she's a great actress. However, the relationship that she was having with Tom, I felt it a little bit unbalanced. And I don't think that's her fault. I think it's more because of the screenplay of that relationship, you know, that she was having with Tom's character. I think they should have, you know, written something better and push it a little bit more, you know. That would be one of the things that I did not enjoy in the movie. Sofia Boutella did great, performing this resurrected mummy or monster, whatever you want to call it. And I really like the fact that they did not give her too much power, because once you give that, the movie has no sense. And I'm happy that they did not do that. You know, they didn't give her like an exaggerated amount of power. However, there's one scene that I did not like very much, and it had to do with her escape. You know, a little spider, and I'm not gonna say it, but I felt that escape was a little bit vague. It was a sketchy. It was kind of predictable. The escape should have been done or executed much better. Jake Johnson comes into the big screen. I can't quite put my finger on it, if it's the actor or the character. I don't know, but I felt him more as a fill-in. I wish they made a better script for him or put more impact in his character. There's one more thing I had to add, and it had to do with the ending. I wasn't too sold on it. I felt it a little bit empty, a little bit vague. I wish they did something better. But for a movie of this caliber, you know, of this size, this is a blockbuster movie. And for ending like this, I really wish it had something else. It gave us something else, but it didn't happen. Overall, in my opinion, I think the movie had potential to be much better. At the end of all things, I kind of loved the movie. When I walked out of the theater, I wanted to love it more. That's what I felt. I wasn't disappointed, but I was surprised, and I wanted to see a little bit more. Because when you compare to the 1999 film with The Mummy, I'm sorry, but you can't compare the 1999 with this one. The 1999 version was with Brendan Fraser was much better than the Tom Cruise film. But it does not make this movie a loser. It's not. This is a high-end film, and it is gonna entertain you for a good while. Will I buy the movie? I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure because, as I said, I kind of love the movie. Anyway, guys, that's all from me in this final cut review. Thanks for watching. Give me a like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.